Hello there, Scotty. You're not welcome back to the Smallville Retrospective, and we are talking about season 6, episode 14, Trespass. Here's a nice piece of shit. Look, it's not completely terrible. It furthers some story plot elements from the previous episode, but oh wow, this feels like, again, I gotta point out, this feels like something they could have done a couple seasons ago. In fact, they in season 1 they had a story where there was an invisible person sneaking around. Although, to be fair, they don't say that the guy has powers in this. He just can sneak around because of who he is. Where Lana is being stalked by someone, and we don't know who it is until we think we do. But that's a red herring, and it's not red herring, but it is a red herring until we find out the truth that I figured out halfway through the episode. As soon as the guy comes on the screen, I went, he did it. I don't know why. And it's not because I remembered, because I didn't. Because it was like, they say, oh, it's this paparazzi guy. I'm like, oh. Okay, so I was wrong. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, not him, it's this guy. And I'm like, so I was right. This is just filler, I guess. See, there's something to say about nowadays when you have like 10 episodes per season, maybe sometimes 8 or 9. The shorter seasons, you have less filler. There's still some, but it's less filler than you would think. You know? But, yeah, so Lana gets a picture from someone. So, I have a question, because they never address it. She gets a picture from someone, right? Hey, Chloe, can you track this phone number for me? Hello? No one thinks of this. So, oh, it's from a mysterious phone number. Hey, I have this genius hacker friend who can hack into fucking anything, and they don't once think of having Lana give the phone, hook it up to the computer, hack it, and find what... No. It is one of the most obvious things they could do, and they don't, because if they did, it would be over. But no. Lex is also conveniently out of business. He's like, this all stuff is going on. He goes, I gotta go out of town. Your pregnant fiance, is being stalked by someone. You're gonna go. To be fair, she does say, it's just a paparazzi, because there's paparazzi everywhere. All of a sudden, like this whole thing, she's been marrying Luther for like what? Since halfway? When does he propose? In Static? Rage? Lana finds out she's pregnant here. So it's either at the end of Rage or sometime in Static that he proposes. And now, just now, all the paparazzi's going around. I guess since it was dropped that she was pregnant. And that's something you want to do. She's also obsessed with this chisel. The one that broke. It was a chisel. That was a pipe. But it's a chisel that was broken on Clark. She's getting closer and closer to the truth. But you can't handle the truth. Maybe she can. I don't know. But, slamming the goddamn doors. But yeah, so her big idea to hide. First, they go to Chloe's. That doesn't work. And then they go to Clark's to hide. So, only does not work. She's only there to dig around. She finds Clark still has her necklace that no longer has a kryptonite. It's a white crystal, but she looks at it like, oh, but how would she know that was hers? It's similar, but it's a clear crystal now, not green. I don't know. And then the Brady, I think it's the security guard supposed to be watching her. He dies, and this is where you're like, and then the other security guy shows up, and I went, he did it. I'm like, it's too convenient. And it's too obvious that it's got to be someone on Lex's security team if, wherever she goes, with this security detail, he keeps finding her. But then Clark and Jimmy, who get to do their Superman Jimmy Olsen thing for the first time, I've tracked down this paparazzi guy who they think is responsible, and he has incriminating photos. And what I mean by incriminating is it incriminates him. And then as soon as they find it, they're like, hey, we gotta take these. And then he zooms off when he finds out that Lana's in danger at the house. She's falling down the stairs. She's in a hopsicle now. You're wondering where I got hopsicle? It's Rugrats. She's in a hopsicle now. And then they request, that same security guy requests she be put in a more secure room. In an abandoned wing, one of the old wings. Which, why is it hospitals have old wings that they just don't use? It's not like they're broken down or anything. It's a perfectly fine wing. It just has to be empty for the purposes of telling this story. Yeah. And then she wakes up and all of a sudden is just attacked with flash photography. Until Clark saves the day. And the security guy's like, what are you doing here? He's like, your job. Oh, snap. And then he's like, okay, we'll get him out of here. And then there's a gunshot. He's like, he had a piece on him. I had to do it. And I went, okay, now I think it's you again. Sure enough, as soon as he gets her back to the Lex Mansion, not X Mansion. That's what I call it. That's why I call it the Lex Mansion. The Lex Mansion. He becomes all fatal attraction on her. Like, I've been watching you. Lex is turning you into him. He doesn't deserve you. You end up like him. Yeah. And then Clark comes and saves the day when he and Chloe realize that it couldn't be the paparazzi guy because the paparazzi guy was at some kind of fundraiser thing that Clark's mom was at in Metropolis at the same time that person took the picture of her in the Lex Mansion. So yeah, so he super speeds out of there and saves Lana. And I like how she's like trying to press information. He's like, well, I saved you. Let's just deal with this. They also say her baby is fine. They don't really push any more on it, but yeah. And then in our final scene, yeah, I'm kind of rushing through this. This was kind of stupid. Final scene, Lex shows up to thank Clark for saving her. He doesn't know why. I think he does have a conversation with her. She's like, he's like, you never made it to the safe house. Not that it would have helped, but she's like, well, I went to the campfire. Oh, yeah, because that makes sense. The guy, you go to your ex-boyfriend's house, the one that, tried to kill me. Yeah, so then Lex shows up and gives Clark an invitation because he wants Clark to see what he's going to lose. An invitation to the wedding. An invitation. That's it. Yep. Episode ends. Right there. So, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt that they were trying to further certain stories. Oh, Jimmy and Chloe do get back together at the end, too. I forgot to mention that. It's sort of an afterthought. Because, they're fighting. And she's like, he's like, oh, it's cold. I thought you'd be snuggled up with Jimmy. And apparently he's been doing his chores normal because he thinks the paparazzi's spying on him. Okay, but then after saying that, he zooms from place to place for the rest of the episode, really. Why does Clark even have a truck if he's using super speed? To be fair, we haven't seen a truck in a while. But yeah, I'll give this a 1 star. Or a 1 Superman logo out of 5. It's meh. After 2 bangers, we just get this one. And I think we're starting to get into the coming around the corner to the end of the season type of thing, where we just sort of get filler until we're ready to finish the story. This felt like filler. Like, we had some setup for something in last one, and we were just going to have her be chased by a paparazzi, a stalker. Now, all of a sudden, the paparazzi are after her, after not going after her this entire time she's been dating Luther, mind you. There have been news stories, but yeah, I don't know. Don't worry. On to the next one, I guess. So what are your thoughts on this episode? Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.